Hi, I'm Craig Cameron, and if you've been watching our last two shows, it's been exciting. We're trying to pick out the perfect horse. We're choosing from 4 different horses: Izzy, T-Bird, Murphy, and Cowboy. Each one of them's got some good, each one of them's got some bad, and it's all about picking out that perfect horse. Last time we rode Izzy and T-Bird. This time we're going to ride Murphy and Cowboy. Hey, we got to make that tough decision. Hope you're going to help me make it, and that's all coming up next on Ride Smart. I've been using Preferred products for over 2 decades now, and equipment that I bought over 20 years ago, hey, it's just as good as the day I bought it.
Preferred provides a variety of ranch equipment, including panels, roping chutes, stocks, feeders, walkers, and more.
Hey, Preferred, they've got the equipment for the job.
Preferred ranch equipment, built by ranchers for ranchers. On the web at preferred.com. And now back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
All right, I got Big Murphy here. And remember, this horse evaluated pretty good in the conformation. He's the oldest of all the horses. We're going to see how he rides, but let's warm him up first with this saddle. Remember, we just got out here, threw the saddle on, no warming up this time. You know, there's a lot of things you want to check out. You know, when you're buying the horse, I like to lead these horses. I like to watch them stand tied. You might even want to trailer load, all different things in your evaluation. But the most important part, is he going to be safe? Is he broke? And is he good to ride? So let's warm him up, see how he takes this saddle. All right, we'll start right now and give him a chance to move forward. All right, come on, Murphy. Look, that's pretty good. He's not too troubled about that flag, which I kind of like that, you know, which shows me he's pretty gentle. And obviously, he's got a great look, and he's got some color as well. This time, I'm going to go ahead and bump him and ask him to go forward. All right, let's have him move forward. And you know what? So far, you notice this horse here didn't canter off. He just trotted off. You know, he's kind of checking things out, and he's got his trot looks pretty good. He's moving along pretty soft, not real bothered or troubled or uptight or apprehensive or anything like that. Let's slowly push him to a little canter. Picks up the correct lead, and that still stays very, very soft. Again, his head is starting to come down. He has a good look to him, and whoa. But now he does turn away from me, but he's also kind of wanting to look at me as well. So if I'll see if I can get over here and drive him to the other side, if I could get this flag on this side, I'd just like to see if he just turned to the inside. And he does respond, gets a little nervous about that, but I don't know how much flag work has been done on this horse, but he's tolerating it pretty nicely. Picks up real soft right lead, really moving nice. Looks good to me. And whoa. Come on, Murph. Come on over here. Come on. Let me push him up there. Push him up there. See if I can't get him to kind of want to come over here. There. That's a pretty good look. And I'm going to ease over here and catch old Murphy up. All right, and look, he's standing there, kind of licking his lips. Look, he wants to shake his head and kind of turn loose and relax. And he's going to finish coming all the way over here. And right now, he has a big, soft look to him. I certainly like that. And again, he's got a good look, good color. Let's see how he's going to ride. All right, I'm going to go ahead and step up on my horse. Got my cinch checked. And let's see how well he just stands still. All right, toe the boot, just like always. Help my horse to stay put. Boy, and he's really just standing like a statue. And boy, we certainly like that. I think that's a really important concept to be aware of when you're picking out your horses, which shows he's maybe a little better trained, maybe a little better broke. Remember, the price tags can change too. You know, all these horses are priced somewhat similar, but but sometimes your better horses are obviously going to have a better price. That's not always true. That's why it's important that you get in here and check them out. You can have a horse with a big price tag, and hey, maybe he's got good breeding, he looks good, but you know what? He doesn't ride too good, and that's going to be the most important part. That's why we say pretty is, pretty does. Let's see how he does. All right, we're going to check him out here, find that softness in the face. It feels good to me, and I like the snaffle bit because that's going to really show how well broke your horse is. You know, if you're having to ride the horse, the guy's telling you got to use a mechanical hackamore or a big old bit or something like that. You know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but, you know, also you might kind of want to be aware that, you know, maybe you're having to use a lot of pressure or leverage on this horse to get the response you're looking for. You ought to be able to ride these horses around on a good, soft rein. I'd rather have to speed them up than slow them down. And, you know, we want to ride these horses out if we get the chance, you know, out on a trail. So if you're buying the horse and the guy has a place to ride that horse around, you certainly want to do it. You know, I've watched these horses around the other horses, see how they socialize, see if they're a kicker, see if they're a cribber. There's lots of things to look at, but when it comes down to it, the riding is going to be the most important. Don't forget, if you're spending a lot of money and you have an inclination, not a bad idea to get a vet check on these horses to make sure they're sound. You know, they say never look a gift horse in the mouth, but that might not be a bad idea. Check their mouth out and be sure the age is what they're saying they are. So here we go. And I like the fact that he was really just walking slow. You know, I like a horse that'll walk along and I'm not having to pry and pull on him to get him to slow down. You know, there's nothing nicer than to ride a good trail horse that's just a pleasure to ride. Now his trot, a little bit bouncy. Not terrible, but he's moving pretty, and I'm just doing some little bumps here to check him out. Let's guide him to the left, like this, and let's guide him to the right, like that. And he's doing pretty good. He's handling pretty nice. Let's try a neck rein on this horse. All right, I'm going to get over here, see if I can neck rein him across the pen. Not too bad. See if I can neck rein him back the other way. Not too bad. Here. Good. Let's push to that canter, and I like it because he's relaxed and he's getting soft. Let's see if we can pick up that correct lead. See how little it takes to canter him off. Good, and he does a nice job, and I'm kind of pushing him, deep sand in here, and he's just moving really good. And you know what? He's got a good feel to him. Let's check out his stop. Whoa, boom. Big old loose rein stop right up underneath me. Now I'm going to turn him, go the other way. Check him this way and just move him off. Let's see if we can just push him right into that canter. Boy, he picks that up like a champion. Goes right into the correct lead. Here, horse moving around pretty nice. Not scared of that. Good. I'm going to touch him on his hindquarters. Make sure he's okay there. And find that, whoa, find that stop. Nice job. Let's turn him in the fence a couple times. Here. I'm going to go ahead and get a stop and a turn. It's like that. Good. Go on and get a stop here, and let's see if we can turn him here. Well, that's pretty good. Get a stop, whoa, and turn him here. I want to do that one more time here, and just turn him here, and just turn him here. And I'm going to just bring him to the middle, and whoa, right there. This horse feels good. Boy, what a nice backup. Boy, this is a pretty nice little old pony here. See, I'm watching that, but that's not bad. Let's do my feet. Check him out here, 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 here. Pretty good stuff. Making a kind of a nice little old gelding. Guy wanting just a good ranch horse, riding horse, trail horse. Hey, you guys are supposed to be evaluating these horses too. So far, which one are you picking? Let's step up on the right. Make sure he sees me in that right eye. Toe of the boot. Step down. Hey, I'd say old Murphy is beginning to be a bit of a romance here. It's pretty good stuff. He's coming to the top, but hey, which one do you like? I got to make my decision too.
This Ride Smart Tack Tip is brought to you by Cactus Saddlery.
Your tack tip for today, how to put on the good Craig Cameron pulling collar. You know, these pulling collars will fit your horse better than anything, but I get asked all the time how to put them on. Well, they come in 5 different pieces. This adjustable piece that goes to the cinch, these 2 are their actual breast collar, and then your tugs. You know, people get a little worried about how to put it on, but it's so simple. Just take the tugs and run it through the gullet of the saddle and bring it right like this. And boy, now you have a great place to adjust your breast collar. Remember, the breast collar is the last thing you put on your horse. So then I can make this thing fit any way that I want, where it's going to fit just right on my horse, buckle it up like so. Then I'd take my underneath piece, snap it on, and boy, my breast collar is ready to go. The pulling collar, what a great piece of equipment, because it fits right along the shoulders instead of front of the shoulders, and it holds that saddle perfectly in place. That's your tack tip for today, and don't forget to keep riding smart.
Cactus Saddlery, a dedicated supporter of Craig Cameron Horsemanship, is the maker of the Craig Cameron Signature Saddle, as well as an array of other quality saddles for competition, western pleasure, and everyday ranch work at cactussaddlery.com.
All right, I'm down to my last horse, this old cowboy. And remember, he probably maybe wasn't our favorite horse in the conformation. Remember, he was kind of long and lean, and didn't have maybe as quite a pretty eye as some of the other horses. But hey, most important thing, let's see how he moves. So we'll give him a chance to move off. Remember, we haven't warmed him up any today with the saddle again, and let's just see how he's going to do. I'd like to drive him to the left, just like the other horses. Kind of keep it the same so I get a good feel. But boy, he's traveling real nice. A little bit of a high knee action, but you know, he's got that big, remember when we checked conformation and he had that real good slope in his pasterns, a good slope in his shoulders. But and I look at that saddle, look, it's not bouncing up and down, it's just staying smooth. So maybe he's going to give us a nice ride. Let's go to a little bit of a canter here. He picks up a good correct lead, and I love the way he's holding his head. He holds his head almost naturally collected, and that means a lot to me as I move my horse around. And whoa, good. And he really wants to kind of take a look at me. I got this mare here. I've had it for all the horses, and you know, he's doing pretty good. So let's see if I can get in this eye, bring him to the inside. He makes a pretty good turn, and let's go the other direction. All right, help him out. And see how he travels with his nose kind of vertical? Well, that's going to help the way he travels, the way he moves, maybe the way he accepts that bit, pushing the canter, picks up that correct lead, real pretty, and this horse moving real nice. Got a good look to him. You know, it looks good under that saddle. And whoa, gives us a good stop. Hey, not a bad job on this big old lean horse. Looking pretty good. I'm going to slip my flag in here without troubling any horses. Let's bring him to the middle and climb on board. Old cowboy seems pretty calm, and we all know that that means a lot to us. All right, let's step on board and see if he's going to stand still as we climb on. All right. Remember old Murphy boy stood like the Rock of Gibraltar. Well, I got a big step here, so if you're a little guy, you might want to bear that in mind when you're around these big old kind of tall horses. And this young horse, heck, he might even get taller. But he stood pretty good. I mean, trying to walk a little bit, but not bad. I mean, nothing wrong with the way he's standing, you know. Pretty good stuff. Let's check him out this way. Not bad there. Not bad. Wants to move his feet a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's go here. Not bad. Let's check him in that pole, which he seems pretty natural on that. Not a bad job. All right, let's go forward. And as we watched him move, you know, he moved so nice at Liberty. And let's see if that can carry over and still give me a good feel when I'm up here in the saddle. I want to offer him that loose rein. And just like every horse, I'm just walking him off. And he walks off nice. And I'm just guiding him with a little touch and a little bump. He kind of goes to a trot, and I'm going to help him find that walk, because I don't want these horses going until I signal them. And that's going to be important to me. You know, and again, I watch his eyes. You know, he kind of gets a little wide-eyed there, and you know, he's making me having to steer him just a little bit. You know, but it's not too bad. See here again, I want to get off my leg. I see him swish that tail when I put that spur on him, and let's drive him forward. Let's go on into our trot now. And that trot, it's a little bit bouncy, he kind of comes off the rail a little bit, and I'm going to lay that leg on him next time, try to keep him on that rail. Here, there, and see, kind of a little bit, could be a little better with those bits and listening to my hands and my legs just a little bit better, but you know, he's doing okay. All right, I'm going to pick him up and go across the middle here. I'd like to see him better about responding a little more. A little bit better. Definitely needs to be better here. You know, and he kind of gets those ears back, and I'm kind of watching that deal too as I put my legs on him and ask this horse to go forward. All right, here we go. Into the canter. Pushing to the canter. Squeezing. Boy, he picks that up nice though. Now this part, he feels good. I want to keep him going. I'd like him to go forward here. Go forward. He's making me work a little bit now. Here. Making me work. Really making me work. Here. And it's deep in here, but I want him to go forward. Here. And boy, he kind of jogs and he's a little discombobulated right now to me, making me work pretty hard. All right, here we go. Again. But he seems gentle, and he's going to come around and get better if a guy wants to spend the time with him, and the price is right, and he's traveling much better this direction. Much better. Better feel here. Now let's check out that stop. Here we come now. Whoa. Good. Not bad on that. Bring him this way. Let's check this stop. And he could have been a little more natural on that hind end. Remember, he's up in the air, a little more high hock. Here. Check him out there. Whoa. That stop got better. He's pulling on my hands just a little bit. Turn him here. A little bit heavy, a little bit kind of rough, and you know, doesn't have a lot of natural to me as he turns on his hind end here. He kind of pivots that hind end around. You can see how he's just kind of rough with his head a little bit and kind of pulls on my hands, and his attitude could certainly be better. He keeps those ears back, and I'm having to use my legs a little bit on this horse, but he's the kind of horse to me that really, I don't think he's a bad horse. I think he's green. I think he feels green. He just doesn't have much education behind him at this point. You know, he's not off to a bad start, but as a rider, I want to take that into consideration when I'm the guy that's going to be picking out this horse. So there's a lot of things to think about. Hey, he doesn't necessarily have to have papers. You got a horse that's a great horse, and the horse doesn't have papers. That's not going to be as important to me as a horse that just rides good. You know, I mean, if I'm a breeder and I'm going to be reselling this horse, definitely want to have that good papered horse. But there's a place for every single horse, and he doesn't necessarily have to have papers. I think what's important is you really have to like this horse. All right, let's check him out here. He's pretty good here, and let's see about getting off on that right side. Make sure this horse sees you in that right eye. I'm going to step off. Head comes up, but boy, never moved a step. Hey, pretty good old pony. Lots of things to think about. Hey, I hope you're thinking about it. We got a big decision ahead of us, something that's going to make a big difference to us in our horses and horsemanship. We want to make that choice that's going to make things right, make things fun. Hey, that's all coming up next on Ride Smart.
And now back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
Well, we're down to it. We got to make a decision. Have you made your decision yet? Hey, the first horse I'm going to eliminate, I think I'll eliminate Cowboy. The reason I'm going to eliminate Cowboy, I feel like he has the least training. He might be a good horse down the trail, but, he graded out, maybe a little lower in the conformation and certainly didn't handle as well. But, hey, down the trail, he might be the perfect horse for somebody, but Cowboy's going to be the first one to go. Hey, next horse. We got 3 left now. The next horse I'm going to eliminate was a horse I felt like had maybe the very best conformation in here, and that was T-Bird. I mean, look at this horse. What a nice looking horse he is. But to me, we're picking a horse for somebody who's a good ranch horse, using horse, trail horse. Right now, this one was a little bit fresher, a little less training, a little less responsive, a little more on guard. And later on down the trail, old T-Bird might be the very best one on him, but now he needs a lot more training. Well, we're down to 2 horses. Obviously, we got Izzy and we got Murphy left. Well, which decision did you make? You know, this can get a little tough, but we got to make that decision. And as I walk over here, I feel like the horse that I'm going to choose is going to be Murphy. You know, I really did like Murphy all the way through. I thought he did just about everything that I wanted him to do. I thought he was going to make a good, solid horse for me as I take him out on the trail and involve him in my life and in my horsemanship. Boy, I felt like he was just rock solid the whole way. He was good on the conformation. He's got good color. He's got a good look. He handled good. He stood like a statue. Boy, picked up those leads, rode soft, never was spooky or scary. Hey, he's the kind of horse I think is going to work just right for me. You know, I learned a whole lot going through these processes. I hope you learned a lot during the show too, because we certainly threw a lot of information your way, and I hope it's going to help you when you go to pick out your perfect horse. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we'll see you next time on Ride Smart.
You got what it takes? Don't miss your chance to qualify for these upcoming Craig Cameron Extreme Cowboy Race events. Visit CraigCameron.com for more details. Space is limited, so enter today.
We'll see you next week on Ride Smart, right here on RFD TV.